Do you think a fighter gets really tested when he gets dropped for the first time?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Because it's also experience. It's like if it's a flash knockdown, they're not very hard. But they got you off balance or they got you on when you're jumping in, boom, you get right back up. But when you get knocked down, that tests everything. And the experience on it. Because also you got to think about, like, there's other pros that I've seen that never been knocked down, but when they finally get knocked down, some of them are very smart. They wait for the count. You're already down as it is, fool. Like,
You might as well fucking stay there.
Stay there so you can recoup. You got to recoup and everything, rest up. You got 8 seconds to get up. So you got to think about it. Or even 9. You could risk it a little bit. And then when you feel like your thoughts are in process, then you could get right back up. That's experience. And that's something that you either have or you don't.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Now let's get back to the episode. You know who surprised me? When he got dropped?
Who was it?
Ryan Garcia.
Oh, yeah.
When he got dropped by Luke Campbell. Was it Luke Campbell?
Luke Campbell, yeah. I think he was 2012 Olympic gold medalist.
He surprised me, dog.
Yeah.
I was like, puta madre.
And WBC world champion.
I was like, bro, what just happened, dog?
He went like this.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
That's what happened.
Put his hands
fool,
like this.
Protect your face, fool. Like, that's what my coach tells me, dog. Like, this is pretty elementary shit, you know? Like,
yeah.
But he got dropped.
Oh, for sure.
So it was the first time he had ever fucking hit the canvas. So I'm like, damn, this is really gonna see how he reacts. And
he did well. Yeah,
he did really good.
Yeah,
like,
he
exceeded my expectations.
What about with Tank? How you feel about that body shot?
I think it was a delayed reaction, huh?
Oh yeah. But that's how body shots are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially when they hit it in the right spot.
I'm not used to them because my punching bag don't hit me back. But so every time you get hit in the body, you're not gonna feel it right away. So it's gonna be 10, 15 seconds later.
No, you'll feel it like 2-3 seconds later, if anything, and that's pretty late.
Do you think, now that we bring that fight up?
Yes.
Do you think he was? Well, I know the answer to it, so I'm not gonna ask you. He was purposely drained. How much effect, or, okay, this is a better question. A fully hydrated Ryan Garcia with no other fucking weird stipulations fights a healthy Tank Davis. Who wins that fight?
Well, one, the people, the fans, for sure. Fans definitely win that fight. And secondly, I still think, although the hydration clause had an effect on it, the rehydration clause, I still think stylistically Tank Davis will still win, just because of the ring IQ. Don't get me wrong, Ryan had a lot of amateur fights, over 215 amateur fights. A lot of nationals that he won, a lot of state tournaments he definitely won. We all know each other, by the way, from like 12 years old, 13 years old, all the way up.
That's crazy. So you guys made it together.
Yeah, we all made it together. So
even Haney?
Yeah, Haney too. Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Ryan Garcia, the Gary Russell family. Who else? Edgar Berlanga. I remember when he had the Puerto Rican shorts and the tank top. That was at National Silver Gloves. Let me see who else I forgot to mention. I think, Gervonta Davis. Gervonta, I think I known longer because we were all fighting in the same region. We were fighting in the same coast.
Really?
Yeah, so I knew him a lot more. Yeah. And
would you ever fight Stevenson?
Stevenson? No, I know. I said I wouldn't. You know, because I'm thinking about my son, fool. Like, a lot of people don't understand, and I know that comes out weird. But Shakur is not a big puncher. It's just the people behind him, and I'm not trying to mess that business up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's business. Like, that's not even, unless they tell me, yo, you good to go, you can fight our guy, then that's cool. I'll fight Shakur Stevenson. But until not, like, I'm not gonna just go and do it.
I don't think that.
At the end of the day, yo, boxing's the tyrant of mothers. You know, the mother tyrant, bro. I don't think y'all know this, or if you do know this, people don't talk about it, but it's what it is. And I'm thinking about my beautiful, beautiful Teofimo the fifth. He's the fifth, my son.
Damn, no way.
He's Teofimo Lopez. The only difference is his middle name. However, he's my 3-year-old, my only boy. I'm thankful, grateful, and I'm thinking about his future.
And that's the way it should be.
You know,
that's what's up.
Y'all do whatever you want with me. Shit, you do whatever you like.
I don't know about
don't not sexually. All right.
There you go. No fucking Diddy parties here, homies.
Yeah, that part.
He said.
But yeah, Shakur.
There's something about his style that is not Mexican style. You know,
it's not even boxing style.
Ah, shit.
Shakur's style is not even boxing style, man.
But what makes him? I mean, what makes his style so, lack of better words, boring? You know what I mean? Like,
it's not really all right. So it's not boring. It's just very technical, extremely technical. There's like Floyd was hated on and stuff. I'm gonna use Floyd as an example. Andre Ward was hated on. I'm gonna use him as an example. But they were technical, but at the same time they were technical, but with aggression. You get me? It was like they were but they would hit.
Because
hit.
Mayweather had spurts.
Exactly.
Bam, 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 and he would get down. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, perfect. It's so they had aggression tendencies of being technical. They knew when to let off the clip and then move around and reload and stuff and get ready for another round. But Shakur is like a sniper. It's only one shot per accuracy of a movement. It's like I gotta make sure he stays still and then I can shoot. So it's just too cautious. But he's extremely technical, very defensive. You know what I mean? He has so much skills, but at the same time, it's like anything else. It's a contact sport. You don't want to get hit. People say, "Oh, it's boxing. You gotta hit and not get hit," but you gotta hit. You get me?
Yes, I feel you.
That's the thing I don't understand with these guys sometimes. But let's see what he does with this prospect, Floyd Schofield, in Saudi.
Oh, that I watched that full fight too.
Yeah, he's with Golden Boy with Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah,
he's young cat, hungry.
He's young,
and he said he wanted Shakur, and now we get in the Shakur fight with him. It's really nice.
Who do you think is gonna win that fight?
Me, just from that, I think it's Shakur.
Because of his style of fighting.
I think just the experience, yeah. Stylistically, if Shakur does get hurt, Shakur knows how to stay off of it, right? But it's not what people want to see. They want to see Shakur. I remember Shakur Stevenson, honestly, he was game when it came to the Olympic trials in 2015 before the Rio de Janeiro Games. Shakur Stevenson, I got to give it to him. I won in the Olympic qualifiers. I won Outstanding Male Boxer to get to the trials, but he won Outstanding Male Boxer in the Olympic trials for USA, and rightfully so. He deserved it because he was on point with everything. Fighting at 123 pounds, and he was defensive, sharpshooting, dum, bam, bam, boom, and moving, sticking, dum, dum. Like it was great to see that version of Shakur. If he brings it back, that'll be awesome to see. I got to see.
Like, what do you think made him divert from that?
One weight class. The weight class does do something.
Oh, that's a great point. I'm gonna bring that up.
Weight class is it does do something if you're not prepared for it.
Because the punches are heavy.
Exactly.
I mean, the punches are heavy.
The impact is a lot heavier. It's a lot more dense. It's like matter, right? That shit matters.
Exactly. So now that you bring that up.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all heard? There's weight classes for a reason, right? So the fight
that everyone's talking.
That everybody's talking about is Canelo.
And we will see.
It's gonna happen.
Oh, it's
almost a done deal. I mean, I don't know the insight. Like, relax. Well, like I know, like I know. Oh yeah, they send me up. I don't know. But however, Canelo versus Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
He's going up 3 weight classes?
Well, after 154, now it'll be 2 more. 2 more weight classes. So, yeah, 3 in total. After
3 in total.
Ever since the Errol Spence fight, yep, 3 weight classes up.
That's a lot, bro.
Yep. Yeah.
That's a lot. And against a heavy IQ boxer with a heavy punch.
I think Floyd Mayweather said that the hardest punch he's ever taken was from Canelo, and it was his hook.
It hurts me. And I'm just watching this shit on TV, dog. Like,
it's like that, man.
Who wins that fight?
Between the two? Mm-hmm. Well, it's my answer again. We as the fans and the public, we definitely win because we finally get to see the whole conspiracy. Does the weight class truly matter or not, you know? Truthfully. I think the ring IQ is kind of almost similar. It's matched in a way. However, from Terence Crawford's last performance against Israel Madrimov, which happened here at the BMO Stadium in here in LA and in California, I think that even though it was a good fight, it gave a lot of problems to Crawford. And that's just and that's just a guy that is not Canelo, you know. And at 154, that was just 1 weight class up. It was to the point that Crawford's trainer Bomac was like, I don't know, we'll think about going to 60, 68. Mm-hmm. He was questioning it. His own trainer. Because it does matter. You know, if you're not prepared completely. You know, it's not just a cakewalk going up there. So I got to go with Canelo. I think Canelo just from that point of view. However, it's also the Canelo that really wants to prove everyone why he is the face of boxing, as he is rightfully so. To show everyone, you know, don't mess with me, you know.
Frankly speaking, I think Canelo's going to hurt him.
Then we got to see a version of Crawford that people haven't seen since Yuriorkis Gamboa.
Gamboa rocked him, huh?
Yeah. Same thing as a Mean Machine, though. Mean Machine also did, too. I think it was Klimas.
Yeah, but getting hit by fucking Yuriorkis versus getting hit by Canelo, it's different. So I hope it's just a good fight for the public, but yeah, dog, I don't know, homie. I don't. And, you know.
I think Crawford needs to fight at least at 60 or something before he does the fight.
Like, it would be something more ideal for him to baby step the shit, right?
Yeah.
Not just
jump.
Chingue su madre. I'm a fucking just, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, I'm not a fucking professional here, guys. This is just logical shit. But then again, it's a big payday.
Yeah.
That plays a big factor in that decision, I think.
Yeah, but then you got to think about it, though. Your legacy or that big payday. But then you put the risk. I get it. You got to risk that. You got to risk it for the biscuit, right? You got to.
Shit.
You know, so so you know, respect to Crawford for taking the fight the way he wants to. Instead of facing guys like myself, he's going right to Canelo and trying to be a 3-time undisputed world champion.
Well, now that we bring him up and we've been talking about him, y'all had an incident.
Yes.
And I don't. Okay. So let I'm gonna let you tell the story of what happened. What happened between you and Crawford?
Okay, so what happened between me and Crawford? This is what happened. All right, it was Canelo Berlanga fight in Las Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena. So when I'm getting there to get to my seat in ringside, who do I see on the right side of me? Terence Crawford. So me being who I am, I'm not gonna stop it. I'm just gonna be like, yo. I said, so when we gonna fight? And he said, what? I said, so when we gonna fight? And he pulls up, and then he's talking to my father. He says things to my father because my father grabbed him after his fight with Madrimov a couple weeks before the fight with Canelo. And my father's like that. He grabbed Crawford and he said, hey, why don't you fight my fucking son? And that's when security was there, and he's like, oh, he touched me. And Crawford, you know, I guess that carried on all the way to the night of the fight of Canelo. So he grabs my dad, and he's like, if you ever touch me ever again, that'll be the last time you fucking touch me. And my dad, being who he is, he said, well, do it right now, man. Like, do it right now. And I remember me and him going back and forth, me and Crawford. And he's trying to son me. He's like, no. I'm talking to your dad. The grown men are talking right now. I mean, man, fuck that shit. I said, get out of here. I said, no. What about, focus on me right now. So when we gonna fight? And he said, we could fight outside right now. And I'm like, oh, why? Because you're scared that the world's gonna see me beat you. You know? And it gets to a point where he starts pointing. Then he gets too comfortable and he puts his finger in my face. He pokes it like this. People say he mushed me. Whatever the case. He pokes my face, I smack his hand down right away. So one thing about this shit is respect. We could talk a good game. We could talk all this stuff. We don't like each other. Cool. You told me I was a fake, say I was a fake nigga, all that stuff. Then fine, that's cool with me. You know what I'm saying? Let's handle it in the ring like grown men and like real men, mano y mano. So anyways, when it got to that, I think once you touch my face, it's off the rails from there. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, bro.
So I smack his hand. Everybody kind of respects him, and they're scared of Crawford. And I'm not like
trying
that.
to get in the ring with him, dog.
I'm not like that. And then security and everyone just starts pulling us away. I get livid, and he just turns around and walks away. But what I told him was like, I kept saying it though as they're pulling me back, and I go, cause I'm like a switch, man. Don't do that. And I just said, you always been a fan. You always been a fan. And I kept saying it until finally he's like looking at Canelo, but I'm like, you always been a fan of me. You always been a fan. He finally turns. I'm like, yeah. I broke him. I was like, yeah, you always been a fan of me. Don't you ever fucking forget that, nigga. Don't you ever forget that. Because people don't understand. Me and Crawford known each other for a long time because we were the same stablemates and we were with Top Rank.
Oh, that's right.
So we were good at one point. We were homies.
And then it's just from one day to another.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Competition. And also on my part, I did something that it was more like a bait though. It was a setup on my end. They set me up. It was when he was fighting Kell Brook. I knew he was going to beat Kell Brook. I knew Crawford would beat all these guys. Mm-hmm. And I remember that one of Kell Brook's managers or whatnot was like, yo, Kell Brook wants to say hi to you and shit. And Kell Brook, I'm thinking on my business level, my cap, I'm like, oh, shoot, okay, the UK. I'm like, yo, good luck, man. Do your thing, man. Hope you do your thing and you get your job done, you know? And yeah, if you win, you know? May the best man win. So they reported that. Someone recorded it, and then they reported that back to Crawford. So him and the whole team felt hurt about it. And they felt like I was fake for doing some shit like that. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It is what it is. You're going to put that on me? Then that's cool. That's cool. I take it for what it is.
Fuck.
It's business.
It's crazy how one clip could get uploaded.
Yeah.
And the whole context of that actual clip just gets taken out of fucking...
Yeah, because then people's like, yo, look at that shit. Look at that, man. I thought, yo, and then people get in their ear. So I remember when I tried to dab up Crawford, after he won all his fights and stuff like that, I think that it was in the convention, he just pulled up, I pulled up, and I remember I tried to dab him, and this was by Mikey Williams, the photographer at the Top Rank. He was like, yo, you want to say hi to Crawford? I said, yeah, for sure. And Crawford right there with his chair and like big boy and shit, in front of all the peoples, all the youngins, all that little like group of boxers as well, and just dissed me right there. He's like, no, you fake. You a fake nigga. I don't clap fake niggas. I don't clap them like that. He was like, nah, you go with that. So I go like, and I'm just drinking my cup. And I'm just like, all right. And he's talking. I'm just like, okay. It is what it is. So I just turn back around.
And all because of that fucking video.
They're emotional.
Oh, come on, dog. This is boxing, homie.
Yeah, but it's bigger than that. these people's again.
So it's not an
No, wait, say it again though.
This is boxing.
Okay, this is boxing, and boxing is what? There's no friends in boxing. If you're a boxer and I'm a boxer, we ain't friends, cause we competing. Same thing when it comes to the awards. There's only one guy that gets Fighter of the Year, and if they crooked, they're gonna make it 2 guys that gonna get Fighter of the Year, and make it co-Fighter of the Year because they can't decide because both guys did their thing. So it's not crooked, but it just if it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Only one guy wins certain awards every year. So although we are homies or we cool, but we boxers, I'm aiming to be the best fighter the whole year. You aiming to be the best fighter the whole year. So it's going to compete.
At the end of the day, it's a competition.
It's competition and currency. That's what it is. But that's life. I'm 27, but I shouldn't be teaching them something that they should already know. Honestly, like, I'm not here to teach nobody anything. I grew up thinking that's how it is. That's why you don't see me with a whole bunch of boxing friends and stuff. I don't even have any. I'll give them advice. I don't got no problem. But I know a lot of them want to razzle and dazzle with me. You're going to fuck around and find out. You know what I'm saying? You're going to fucking find out.